I have created a Blender to Marmoset toolbag add-on. It is a bridge. You can access it by installing and going to the End menu. It allows you to mark objects either manually or automatically based on a triangle count. And after they are marked, you can arrange them to folders. It checks for pairs. If you have any problem that doesn't allow them to be pairs, in this case, this one is an impostor mesh that doesn't have any high poly counterpart, so it has nothing to do in the low poly folder. And in the other case, I did a typo when I named them, so now I know that I need to fix them. Since one is called cube 6 and the other one is called cubar 6, since R is close to E on the keyboard, I can check for problems just to make sure that everything is fine. And it's not, I implanted some problems into this. In the first place, I am bringing awareness that the first two low poly objects, also works for high polys, might not work because they have custom vertex normals, and in this case, yes, I do have some custom vertex normals that doesn't really allow me to work as I want regardless of what I do. So now that I have all of those objects, I fix the issues which are also triangulation, which will bring issues if it's not triangulated, or sharps marked outside of seams. This one will also be an issue that needs to be fixed. After I fix them, I can either export manually if I want, or I can load in Marmoset while exporting automatically. Loading. It opened the software, baked and closed it immediately. I didn't have to look at the application at all, no need to interact with it. And it created two folders in my blend file location. In the first place, it's the individual meshes for every single one of the objects that I exported. And the other one is for the Marmoset file that was just used, set up and everything, which doesn't have to be saved. I cannot save it if I want to. And also the textures themselves for the normal map, curvature and AO, which can also be modified here. I just chose to bake those instead of the others. Now that I have them set up, I can go to the look dev mode. I can hide the high poly. I don't have it applied, but if I apply the low suffix again, it will check for all of the settings that I put here. Now it assigned it manually to everything. Those weren't baked, so I just need to look at the first four. I have some issues. First of all, the gradient that can be seen even in the thumbnail, for those things that I would be able to fix. The sharp that I got warned about, and this one I could not expect. Marmoset automatically gives a default cage, but sometimes they can be wrong and you need to modify the offset by yourself. I don't want to go and modify it in the application itself, but I can do it manually in Blender by assigning a custom offset. In this case, it's a 6. So now I can load Marmoset again with all of my objects, hide the high poly, and if I reload the images, you can see that since the offset got increased, now it bakes properly. On this case, not because I didn't unwrap this part. It's flat, but everything that is unwrapped is baking properly since the cage got increased. You can also modify the suffixes that you want on your maps on this, and when you clear your FBX folder, because let's say you want to export in single file instead of exporting every single object by itself, you get them moved to the recycle bin rather than deleting them from the drive, which is very convenient in case you accidentally click that button and now all of your work is gone. It's not, it stays in the recycle bin, but if you are sure that you will never accidentally remove them, or you can just export them again, you also have the option to delete them permanently. The Marmoset executable is set up automatically. Most people that installed the application in the default location will never have to touch this, but they can modify. And I hope that it will be useful for whoever ends up using it.